Hi, I'm Dana. We're going to do a little quick yoga sequence today. 2 blocks will be great to have. If you like more props, feel free to have them. If you don't like more props, you don't need them. It's your practice. But let's start in a child's pose and adding blocks to the top outer edge corners of your mat. And let your palms be able to come to the blocks so they're within reach, but then let your hands come back to your mat. Your hips sink back towards your heels. Bring your forehead to your mat. And just take the next few moments beginning to allow yourself to arriving onto your mat, arriving into your body, and arriving into your breath with your next exhale, feeling 0.5% more physical heaviness on your mat as your lungs empty. And an intentional inhale through your nose. Feel your stomach, your chest, your throat fill with air. And then exhale all the air out of your lungs, all the way empty. Again, inhale through your nose. Feel your torso expand. That breath come all the way up into your throat. And then a full free exhale, pushing all the air out of your lungs. And start to find your own rhythm of breath here, in and out through your nose if that's available. An invitation to rock your forehead from side to side, giving your brow line a little massage. And now bringing palms to your blocks, feeling your lats stretch as you puff up onto your finger pads. Press down through your finger pads, externally rotate your elbows. Feel your armpits cupping inwards towards your body. Firm your upper arm muscles, extend through your elbows, press through your finger pads. Notice your breath with your next exhale. One more full breath in. Keep grounding through your finger pads, hips towards your heels. And exhale, fully release your palms. Pull your blocks a little bit closer and a little bit more narrow together, bringing the back sides of your elbows to your blocks, your finger pads to touch. Forehead's gonna drop down. Press into your finger pads. Let your thumbs, fingers drop towards the nape of your neck. Ground through the back sides of your elbows towards your blocks and cup your armpits towards your body. Notice your breath rhythm as your next exhale leaves your body. Full breath in. Full breath out. Find another round of breath here. Releasing that activation on your exhale. You can set your blocks to the sides. Bring your palms high towards the top of your mat and just start to find a little movement with your hips, making half circles from one side to the other. Not so important where you're inhaling, where you're exhaling here, just always making sure that you are continuously breathing, keeping that conversation, breath to sensation, sensation to breath, hips towards your heels. Exhale into a child's pose. Find a few cycles of breath here. One more full breath in. Belly button to spine as you exhale. Spread your palms, gaze towards your thumbs, pull yourself up. Let's meet in a tabletop position, wrists underneath shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. Spread your palms as wide as you can get them. Ground down through your finger pads in the base of your knuckles. Inhale, tailbone tilts forward. Feel your triceps roll back into cow pose. And exhale, belly button to spine, chin to chest. Triceps roll forwards into cat. Again, inhale. Feel your triceps roll back. Heart space lifts. Exhale, flex and round through your spine. An invitation to close your eyes if that feels safe or comfortable in your body, in your practice. Sometimes just withdrawing, playing with a little bit of sensory withdrawal on your mat, even in a movement that you may do quite frequently, like cat-cow, can really change the experience. Next time you're in cat pose, pause there. Press into your mat. Puff up your back space of your heart towards the sky. Breathe here. Roll your triceps towards the top of your mat. And then release to a neutral tabletop position. Dial your pinky toe down to 6 o'clock, leveling through your hips. Inhale, lengthen, heel to crown. Exhale, knee to nose. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose, just like before. Press into the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to tricep. Get it high as you can. Inhale, lengthen back, level hips. Exhale, knee to elbow, knee to tricep. Inhale, lengthen, shift shoulders past your wrist. Exhale, baby chaturanga, chin or chest tap down. Inhale, press back up, and exhale to tabletop. Other side. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, belly button to spine, pinky toe to 6 o'clock. Find a breath in, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose, flex through your spine. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, flex and round. Inhale, left leg back, level hips. Exhale, knee to your elbow, armpit, tricep, high and tight. That's my dog. Inhale, lengthen back, level hips. Once more, exhale to your armpit. Get it as high as you can. Inhale, lengthen, shift shoulders past wrist. Exhale, baby chaturanga. Inhale, press up. Exhale to tabletop. I'm going to orient myself this way for this next one. Again, inhale your right leg back, level with your hips. Exhale out to your right. Aim to find your knee or your ankle, your knee, hip are relatively in a straight line. Curl your left toes under and just start to rock it forward and back a little bit, you know? Hi, Romy. This is a really good place to just observe where your breath might pause, shorten, shallow a little bit. Then coming back to neutral, uncurl your right toes. Keep grounding through your outer edge of your right foot. Inhale, tailbone tilts forward, heart space lifts, cow. Exhale, flex and round through cat. Again, inhale. And exhale. Neutral spine, activate through your core, firm your right thigh, pull your kneecap up, ground through your outer edge of your right foot. Inhale, squeeze an imaginary block between your palms, bringing your fingers to the sky, biceps frame your ears. Exhale, soften through your cervical spine, your neck area. Belly button to spine, breath in. Exhale, cactus your arms, high five the right and left wall, find a back bend, full breath in here. Full breath out. Inhale, biceps frame your ears, fingers to the sky. Exhale, loop your left wrist with your right palm, reach up and over. Keep grounding through the outer edge of your right foot, firming your right thigh. Soften through your cervical spine as you breathe here. Exhale. Inhale, biceps frame your ears. Exhale, left hand comes to the mat, slightly in front of your shoulder, modified side plank. Flip your right palm, reach up and over, find a good side body stretch. Keep grounding through your outer right foot, firm through your right leg. Exhale, right hand's going to find your mat, crisscross. Hands back in front of you, wrists underneath your shoulders. Inhale your right leg back, high row me. Exhale, rainbow your right foot outside your left hip. Press your hips to the right. Press your right heel to the left, gaze to the left. But keep pressing right hip to the right like you're pressing it into a wall. Belly button to spine. Inhale, right leg back behind you. Exhale, tabletop. Other side, inhale, left leg back. Level through your hips, find your balance here. Left leg comes out to the side. Take a moment, find your alignment. Knee, ankle, hip again, relatively in a straight line. Curl your right toes under and starting to invite a little bit of movement onto your mat, into your body. Observing that sensation, conversation, breath to sensation, sensation to breath. And then uncurling your right toes, wrists are underneath your shoulders. Inhale, tailbone tilts forward, heart space lifts. Exhale, flex and round through your spine, chin to chest. Again, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round through cat. Nice neutral spine. Firm through your left thigh. Activate through your core. Inhale, squeeze the block firm. Your upper arm muscles, biceps, frame your ears, fingers to the sky. Soften in here, neutral pelvis. Breath in. Exhale, back bend, heart space lifts, and breathe here. Feel your shoulder blades slide and draw down and back together down your spine. Ride an exhale breath. Inhale, belly button to spine, fingers high. Exhale, loop your right wrist with your left palm, arch it up and over to your left. Keep grounding through your outer left leg. Keep firm through your left thigh. Active through your core. Full breath in, full breath out. Release, biceps frame your ears. Right hand's gonna come to your mat, modified side plank, firm grip with your outer left leg. Flip your left palm, reach up and over, find your breath. Breath in, exhale, belly button to spine as your left hand comes to the mat. Crisscross your palms till your wrists are back underneath your shoulders. Inhale, left leg back, level hips. Exhale to tabletop. Tabletop here. Bring your palms a full or half palm print forward. You can keep on your knees here or curl your toes, pop your knees up, full plank. Inhale, shift your shoulders past your wrists. Exhale, lower halfway chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press into your palms. Firm your thighs, bring your hips toward your wrists. Exhale, belly button to spine, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Keep grounding through your finger pads, base pads of your knuckles. Eyes of your elbows rotate forward. Push your ribcage away from your ears. Exhale fully. Inhale, float your heels. Exhale, slowly let your knees melt down to your mat. Drop your hips either side. And that is our practice for today. You should feel pretty warmed up to move into some sun A's, some sun B's, maybe even sun C's if your sequence calls for it. So thank you so much for practicing with me today.